general and the young lord haven't arrived yet.
Hey,
Hey Feng, come down.
2 more swigs to go.
Where were you last night?
Went out for a walk.
The armor supply records for the Eastern Battalion don't match. You know that? How long have you known?
3 days. I've been waiting for that person. To see if he'll fix it or cover it up. Father, do you remember when I was 15?
If the Imperial Court sees this document, they'll say the Feng family harbors ill intentions. Sometimes, it's harder to hide things than to reveal them.
From that day on, I stopped sticking out in public.
the imperial envoy came from Grand Tutor He's mansion. From the Grand Tutor's mansion.
I am here on imperial orders to inspect the northern military. Please cooperate, General.
Please.
This formation doesn't follow the rules. What formation is this?
Sir, this is my modified iron wall formation. It suits the northern border. Fighting in narrow mountain passes. Want a demonstration?
As for the rest, I need to inspect them one by one.
When did you come up with this?
Last month, didn't you say, the defense line in the Eastern Valley had always had a gap?
The young lord, news from the capital.
Grand Tutor Shao, before the Emperor, impeached the northern general, accusing him of hoarding troops and plotting rebellion. Plotting rebellion. So it's starting already? Go tell father I need to discuss something with him.
Imperial Censor Xie Jinping. Master Xie sent someone to deliver this. He requests that the general read it personally.
Xiao Ling has already spoken before His Majesty about the changes in the northern border. His Majesty is now suspicious. She risked his life to send this message. He hopes the general will prepare early. Do not act rashly against Xie Jinping.
I will go to the capital myself, to explain my intentions to His Majesty in person.
Father.
A straight foot is not afraid of a crooked shoe. I, Feng Huayuan, have guarded the northern border for 30 years, and have never wavered in loyalty. I must say this to His Majesty myself.
Xiao Ling has been scheming in the capital for years. Once you leave the pass, all he needs is one memorial claiming you fled to the capital after learning of the charges. Then forge a few pieces of evidence, and father, that would be walking right into the trap. Is loyalty proven by kneeling before the throne? Or by holding this pass? Let the world see which is more valuable.
But doing nothing, and letting him slander our Feng family before His Majesty.
I never said do nothing.
The Feng clan of the northern border has recently faced much criticism. I have been thinking that appeasement should come first. Wensi, I intend to send you to the northern border under the pretext of a marriage alliance. 1. To reassure the Feng clan. 2. To record and report back the military and political affairs at the border. Are you willing?
I am willing to go.
Princess, they say the northern border is very harsh.
Adao, do you remember 3 years ago, Minister of Rights, Lord Kui, was impeached by Grand Preceptor Shao for colluding with the enemy.
He ended up dead in prison. But wasn't Lord Kui always loyal?
Lord CY submitted a memorial asking the Emperor to investigate Xiao Ling's dealings with the Northern Dai. The very next day, he was thrown into prison. They used forged accounts and evidence to frame Lord CY. They accused him of secretly colluding with the enemy, and the Feng family's case used the same tactics. I've read the secret report on the Feng family's case. The two incidents are too similar.
My prince. A report from the capital. The court will send an official under the pretext of a marriage alliance to appease the northern border.
A marriage alliance? Lu Yuan's move is to appease. Or to restrain us.
By imperial decree, the historian Wen Si is sent to the northern frontier under the guise of a marriage.
I won't marry.
It's an imperial order.
The marriage is a cover. Planting a spy is the real deal. Once he arrives in the north, every move we make will be reported to the capital.
Then we can't defy the decree. If you refuse, Xiao Ling could report you for disrespect tomorrow.
So we have to accept it. The decree is a shackle, but also a shield. Accept it first, then we'll see.
Coming with a marriage envoy is also a supervisor, Qin Feng, a protege of the 4th rank Grand Tutor's office.
Got it.
This prince is up to no good. Should we, secretly? No need.
I prepared 3 copies of his evidence. One he doesn't know I have. One he thinks I don't know he has. One for the right moment.
Your Highness, when did you find all this?
Before he left.
Seer, the northern winds are harsh. Your ears could freeze off in winter. You're going alone.
I'm not going to war.
But the marriage. You've never even met Prince Feng.
Met or not, the decree has been issued. Crying won't help.
Princess,
Minister Kui has no allies. But the Feng family might be different.
Your Highness, you mean you'll help Prince Feng?
Being sent north wasn't my choice. But once there, what I do is my choice. The Emperor uses me as a pawn, but a pawn can take paths the player never expected.
Regarding the Grand Tutor's involvement in the marriage, I've arranged everything.
The other matter.
I understand. When the time is right, I'll make sure Feng Huayuan has an accident.
The journey north is long. Accidents happen.
Father Shaoling has been scheming in the capital for years. If you go, you'll fall right into his trap.
I know you're worried. But the Feng name must not be tarnished by rumors. If I don't go, then I'll look guilty. You guard this pass. I'll go to the capital, so that you can guard it safely later.
Your Highness, are you really not going to stop him?
He can't be stopped. But I can do other things.
Your Highness, you summoned us.
From today onward, I will no longer hide.
Your Highness, with your strength.
Mid-stage of chi condensation. I never let you know. Father has gone to the capital. It's a perilous journey. Shaoling won't give him a chance to return. So from today, I'll take over everything in the Feng estate. Are you willing to follow me?
Your general has been waiting for this day.
Let's go back to the study. There's still a lot to do.
Your Highness, what are you?
Yun Qinglan, the Feng estate's financial records over the years, military merit records, bring them all out, compile them into volumes.
Your Highness, are you preparing for the worst-case scenario?
Not preparing. It's that I can't afford not to prepare.
Your Highness, you're no longer hiding.
I've hidden for 5 years. Enough. If Father doesn't return, I will guard this pass.
Xie Zhengping of the Censorate was suddenly imprisoned today.
The news leaked. Someone found out about Xie Zhengping sending the letter. Shaoling, if you want to move against my father, then you'd better make a move against me too. Or you'll regret it.
You've journeyed far to the capital, my minister. Rise, you must be exhausted from the trip.
I am humbled by your grace. I came only to explain to your majesty in person, the Feng clan of the northern border has never been disloyal in 30 years.
Your Majesty, I received the audit results yesterday. Since General Feng is here, we might as well review them together. These are the military supply ledgers for Tianmen Pass over the years. Many entries don't match the Ministry of Revenue's records.
I have never seen this ledger. General, perhaps you've been busy, and haven't had a chance to look it over, but your seal and signature are on it.
The ledger they produced is forged.
But the seal.
The seal is genuine. The accounts are fake. Someone inside must have colluded. Before my father came to the capital, he left a backup ledger as per custom, in the Feng Mansion storeroom. That one is genuine. We need to find it to prove our innocence.
I'll go investigate immediately.
First, ask the old steward. He's been at the Feng residence for 30 years. He knows where the backup is. He knows best.
I heard the Grand General of the Northern Border has been impeached. There are issues with the accounts.
Princess, who are you writing to?
Zhang Fu.
What can Minister Zhang do?
He doesn't need to do much. He just needs, before His Majesty reviews the accounts memorial, to find a chance to casually mention that General Feng's accounts have always been clear and never had any problems. We must first plant a seed of doubt in His Majesty's mind.
What did he say?
Zhang Fu said His Majesty listened, was silent for a moment, and then said, I remember. His Majesty's silence is more telling than words. Let's go. Keep moving.
Your Highness, the old steward is missing. I went to ask about the backup ledger. He was still there recently in the evening. He was there. Now he's gone. And everything in his room is gone.
Someone got there before me. They knew what I was looking for.
Your Majesty, when she sent word that there are still doubts about the account details and asks Your Majesty to investigate thoroughly.
Doubts?
Your Majesty, the Dali Temple is already awaiting your reply. The young Lord General is in the capital and has been taken into custody by the Dali Temple. The charge is amassing troops for personal power. There's one more thing. Imperial censor Xi Jinping has been convicted in prison. It's said he won't last much longer.
Lord Xie was the first to risk his life to send us a message.
We'll record it in the honor roll.
Yes.
This is my father's personal seal. Except for himself, only his accompanying aide Xu Cheng has handled it.
Xu Cheng.
The numbers in the accounts are forged, but the seal is real. Someone inside cooperated willingly, opening the door for them.
Should we arrest him now?
Leak the news, say the account books are destroyed. We have no way to prove our innocence.
Young lord, this is showing weakness.
Let Xu Cheng believe the plan succeeded. If he gets careless, he will surely send word out.
What Xu Cheng sends to Xiaoling is exactly what you want Xiaoling to hear.
Of the 3 preserved records, the second one should be altered.
Young Lord, urgent report from the capital. The general at the Dali Temple has been secretly executed.
Father. You can cry anytime. Now, I need you to do something. Since the wrongful conviction, among the former members of the Feng estate, some defected, some reported to Xiaoling, and some did nothing. They just stayed. Those who stayed, every single one, their names, their deeds, write them down one by one, seal and archive.
Young master, why do this now?
Because the road ahead is long. I need to remember who are truly trustworthy. And I want them to remember that the Feng family remembers everyone's loyalty. Keep writing.
Do I count?
You only count once you're gone. This is
by imperial decree, a marriage is arranged. Lady Qinghe has arrived. Lord Feng, please come out to welcome her.
Lady Qinghe, you've had a long journey. We've prepared a modest feast at Tianmen Pass to welcome you.
Thank you for your trouble, Lord Feng.
You look more clear-eyed than I imagined. She's watching me perform.
He's unwilling, but he hides it well. Interesting.
As the Imperial Supervisor, I have come, not only to escort the lady, but also by His Majesty's decree, to oversee the military and administrative affairs of Tianmen Pass. Henceforth, any troop movements must first be reported to me for approval, before they can be carried out. The situation at Tianmen Pass is unusual now. An extra step is for your own good, Lord Feng. To avoid any further misunderstandings. You.
I was clumsy, lost my grip, I apologize. You got burned, sir.
It's nothing.
I'll have someone prepare a change of clothes for you. Please go change first.
Very well.
Before I came, I sent word to eunuch Zhang Fu. There may still be a chance with His Majesty.
Why are you helping the Feng family?
Coming to the northern frontier was my choice.
This man may be worth trusting.
About General Feng, while traveling at the relay station, I heard the news. I'm sorry.
He passed quickly.
He had held in those words for a long time.
This was intercepted from a letter sent by Xu Cheng. Xiao Ling has new orders. He's going after the prince himself. To completely leave the Feng family without a leader.
Understood.
Your Highness? That's all you have to say?
The mid-autumn banquet will go on as planned.
Your Highness, who do you want to give it to?
No one.
She's gone farther than I thought. Tonight is mid-autumn. I'd like to thank you all at this banquet for not leaving during the Feng family's hardest times. Lieutenant Xu, here's some evidence. It says someone used the Feng family seal. The color of the ink pad matches the one in your study, exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Feng Huayuan's accounts have this loophole, enough to forge several entries by borrowing the seal. Grand Tutor Xiao has his own plans. The Feng family's injustice begins with this man.
"43 people came prepared.
Tianshuan Realm, early stage. Breakthrough to Lingyun Breaking Mirror. Father. Father. I remember every move you taught me. Every strategy. You said guarding the Heavenly Gate is the Feng clan's mission. It is the support of the people of Dayuan. I will remember.
Feng clan of the northern border. Starting tomorrow, revoke all hereditary titles, all military positions are removed. A Feng, the legitimate heir of Feng clan, pending investigation. Ordered to await punishment on site. Not allowed to leave the territory. Not allowed to mobilize troops. Imperial decree.
The heir is now.
Continue to guard the pass. No title, no military position, cannot leave the territory. But the Heavenly Gate pass remains. That's enough.
Xu Cheng
was publicly exposed on the spot.
That Feng kid is harder to deal with than his father.
Send someone else in. This time go deeper. Move slowly, don't rush.
Yes.
The Feng clan has accumulated sins for generations, too many to enumerate.
All hereditary titles are hereby abolished. From today, Tianmen Pass is reclaimed by the imperial court, a new general will be appointed. The original garrison soldiers are now under imperial command.
All rise. All rise. I hear the decree of the Dayuan court. But the history of the Feng clan guarding the northern border for 300 years cannot be erased by any decree. Each of your names is on the northern border guard roster. I, Feng, remember.
My lord, I have a question. According to the laws of Daiyuan, deprivation of hereditary titles requires a joint review by the 3 departments, and must be published in the Imperial Gazette for 7 days to be valid. May I ask, are these 2 procedures complete? The Emperor's decree naturally supersedes all. But if the procedures are flawed, how will you, my lord, account for it when accountability is sought?
This matter still needs verification. The procedures will be postponed for 2 days.
2 days extra. 2 days is enough.
Prince Feng knows when to yield. I admire that.
Heaven's Gate Pass has been safe for 300 years. I trust you'll guard it well, General. As long as Heaven's Gate Pass stands, I stand.
I want to return to the capital. Xiao Ling is scheming in the court. You can't reach him directly from the northern border. You need someone in the capital to gather evidence. Find an opening around Lu Yuan.
Returning to the capital is dangerous. Xiao Ling will be watching you.
I grew up in the palace. I know how to walk on a knife's edge.
All right.
From now on, to pass messages, use this poem as the key. Different lines correspond to different signals. The first line means all is well. The second line means something has changed. Prepare quickly. The third line means danger has arrived. Suspend contact. The fourth line means come find me.
This is...
If in danger, smash it, and someone in the capital will be dispatched. They will protect you nearby.
Shizi, you worry too much. I've taken care of myself for 19 years.
Back then, you had no enemies behind you. Now it's different. Xiao Ling already knows whose side you're on.
This move is called hiding power among the people.
The deeper you hide it, the more steady it becomes.
Shizi, can Wensi Jinju be trusted?
Why such a pale face?
I couldn't get used to the north, and only recovered after returning to the capital. Thank you for your concern, Imperial Uncle.
Take good care of yourself. No need to rush into the palace.
Did he not ask because he didn't care, or was there another reason?
Your trip to the northern border. You must have troubled young Master Feng. How was it?
Grand Tutor, to be honest, that young Master Feng is coarse and crude, utterly lacking ambition. He just eats and drinks all day. No matter how harsh the north is, he doesn't care at all. I was simply following orders and dared not say more.
You've been wronged, Princess.
70 or 80% is enough.
Princess, by helping young Master Feng, while keeping it from Grand Tutor Cao, if something goes wrong.
Atao, do you know why I'm helping the Feng family? 3 years ago, Minister Kui of Rights was impeached by Shaolin for treason and thrown into the Court of Judicial Review. Minister Kui was my mentor when I was 12. He died in the court on charges of treason. Before he died, he wrote me a letter with just one sentence: Seer, if you ever have the chance, do one right thing for your teacher. The Feng family's case is exactly the same as Minister Kui's: fabricated accounts, forged evidence of treason, the same method. I'm helping young Master Feng not just because he deserves it, but also because I don't want to sit in the palace a second time watching a good man die without doing anything. Imperial Uncle, you look unwell.
It's nothing, just the heavy burden of state affairs.
While in the north, I vaguely heard some old military matters.
I have wronged Minister Feng. Not everything Xiao Ling said may be true. But if I move against Xiaoling, among those who control the 6 ministries, who else can I trust?
Your Majesty, you know. This is better than I expected. The mastermind behind the forged accounts is the one involved in the audit. Minister Shu Kui of the Revenue Department. Minister Shu. Every month, he sends silver to a manor outside the city.
When pressed, Madame Shu always dodges the question. Her expression is very unnatural.
Minister Su also has a manor outside the city. Quite the property investor.
That's not investment. Yeah. Anyway, it's not something easy to talk about.
The manor outside the city receives silver monthly. The madam doesn't know about it. An illegitimate son. Send it via the old channel tonight.
Princess, if Shu Kuai finds out someone is investigating him,
he won't know it's me.
This princess has a good head on her shoulders.
The prince and princess Wen found all this out. Are they also taking risks themselves?
She knows what she's doing.
Shu Kui's illegitimate son is leverage. How does the prince want to use it?
Not now.
Then, when?
Wait until Shu Kuai thinks no one knows about this anymore. When he's most relaxed.
The prince's move is to rattle him first.
Knowing someone is watching his secret, he'll start to make mistakes. Shu Kuai, you've been hiding it all these years. Do you know, fear is the best weapon.
A northern county market morning. The nameless caravan, an intelligence and supply network across the northern counties.
Feng Shizi. Wei Ling. I'm no longer a captain, so I call you Wei Ling. What do you want here? I'm asking you to come out of retirement. For whom?
One who was stripped of his title. Who even gave up his pass.
For the people of the North. For the injustice against the Feng clan, for that pass. Resume the surname Feng. The day your father was taken, I was outside the city.
By the time I learned the news, he was already in the Dali temple. I was still on active duty then. But I couldn't do anything. Later, I didn't want her anymore.
You resigned out of anger. But you stayed in the north and didn't leave. Why? Because the north is still here. I've set up contacts in every northern county, scattered into small units. Each person only knows their own part. But this network is missing someone to coordinate iron and supplies. Someone who knows military affairs and the terrain, and who has a foothold among the people. You're planning an invisible war. Yes, and it will be a long one.
The next day.
My blacksmith shop is still open. Good to hear. If the caravan needs ironware, come get it here.
Capital City Street.
Ah.
This child wants to enter the school.
Yes. The county school is full.
I know a few teachers. If you don't mind, steward, I can ask around for you. Trust isn't built in a day. Today is just the first step.
Northern Grain Route.
This road doesn't lead to the market.
Maybe smugglers.
There have been many more caravans in the north lately. Go. Check this cart's origin.
Qin Fang has discovered the granary's supply route. His personal aide is investigating. They might find the base as early as tomorrow.
How much can we relocate from the granary?
Too little time, at most 30%.
If Qin Fang actually finds the granary, then the northern setup will be.
First, notify Weiling. Suspend the iron shipments for now, don't move anything.
Understood.
The only variable is whether we can divert Qin Fang.
You don't need to say much, just get this dossier into the hands of the person who should see it. Send it through the old channel today.
Northern Local Government Office.
Lord Qin. A letter from above. Says there's an old account from your tenure that needs verification. You're requested to go to the office to explain.
What old account?
I'm just following procedure. This way, my lord.
Qin Fang was summoned away due to an old case. The granary is safe now.
Too coincidental.
I think so too. Young master, note this down.
Write it down.
What should I write?
Note the date and time of this event.
Compare it with the time Lady Wen sent her last letter. Exactly 3 days apart.
She knew I was in trouble. She didn't tell me. She just fixed it.
That night, northern border, a border village.
Villagers, fall back first. Don't let anyone see our faces.
Oh. Should we go after them?
Tonight is about guarding the village, not about pursuit. What's our role? We need to be clear about that.
What is this crack warning about?
Maybe it's telling me this pass is not something I can defend alone.
Thank you.
Princess, thank you for last time.
Helped already, I know. Just say what you need to.
He found out. He said thank you.
The access record for that old corruption file on Qin Feng traced back to the royal archives in the capital. The access time was exactly 6 days before Qin Feng was temporarily transferred. The person who accessed it registered as routine embassy document review.
The embassy? Wen Qi's identity. She did it.
Very clean work. No name left. Use the old file channel, completely avoiding direct contact.
I used to think she was just passing information, but I didn't realize she was actively pushing the plan.
What do you think, Your Highness?
Princess Wen is smart and bold, measured, never leaves a trace. And she doesn't seek credit. That's what makes her truly trustworthy.
That's not a storage room. What are you looking at, Princess?
Just admiring how well the flowers are blooming in this yard.
Shuqi's residence may have a secret room, located between the wing and the warehouse. The focus seems to be on the weak points of the border defense. Please be cautious, Your Highness. Princess, about Xiaoling, how did you find out?
Zhang Fu told me. He said the people Xiaoling has been meeting lately are suspicious.
Xiaoling is looking at the weak points in the northern border.
He wants to use the northern die.
Not sure yet, keep an eye on him. Xiaoling, what are you plotting?
Sir, that old case is closed.
Nothing found. The old case itself isn't important. What matters is someone knows where that file is and when to use it.
An hour or two is enough to get into the banquet.
If we're discovered, say we're here to return a book the child left behind. The steward has seen you, he won't be suspicious. Atao, be careful.
Princess, what does this prove?
The signatures on the drafts don't match the final submitted version. That means someone in between recreated the accounts. And more than one person was involved. The originals were sent to the northern border, the copies stayed in the capital. The two sets are kept separate, independent of each other. If one set is compromised, the other still exists.
Your Highness.
Father, the first step worked. You did something big, but you've put yourself in danger. I know. So I set up 3 decoys, to keep them busy investigating others. She had already planned the 3 decoys. Your Highness, we now probably have enough for a medium-scale battle.
All 6 granaries are connected. We have enough weapons for 3,000 men for 3 months. Our eyes cover most of the main roads. The men's morale is up. Those who scattered half a year ago, nearly 200 have quietly returned.
Not enough. We're not fighting a single battle, but a war of attrition. Grain must last a year, not 3 months. We need to hold, not just charge. Your Highness, when you say enough, what exactly is the number? Grain enough for 2 seasons, men enough to hold 3 passes, and an escape route the court can't trace. It'll take another half a year. Then we wait half a year.
First, we must stabilize the north. If the northern barbarians come south, no matter our score with the court, unsettled, we'll have to defend the gate first.
The Grand Preceptor sent for us.
He just wants us to clear the north for him.
Whether you clear it or not is up to you. The Grand Preceptor is just saying that if northern remnants harass the trade routes, the Great Yuan won't hold your self-defense against you.
Sounds like the Grand Preceptor really wants chaos in the north.
Xiao Ling needs chaos to have a chance. The decision's made. We'll discuss details separately. Wait for my word. 30 years. 30 years ago, I eliminated Crown Prince Xiaowen for Lu Yuan. In return, I got his reliance for 30 years. But reliance isn't power. What Lu Yuan gave me was only what he was willing to give. I don't want to wait anymore. If the north is in chaos, the court will have to deploy troops. By then, military power, grain supply, and governance will all be in my hands. Lu Yuan sitting on that throne will be nothing but an empty shell. Feng Yuan must die. If he lives, the north stays stable. If the court is stable, I have no chance to wait. The day the northern barbarians come south will be the day the Xiao clan ascends the throne.
Princess, last night, the Grand Preceptor at the guest house met with the northern barbarian envoy, Helian Da, for nearly 4 hours.
Xiao Ling wants to use a borrowed knife. If the northern barbarians raid south, it'll tighten the noose around A Feng. Either die in battle or be charged with losing territory. This note needs to be sent out tonight. Use the third route, not through the relay station.
Yes. Your Highness, an urgent letter from the capital.
Xiao Ling thinks the northern barbarians are a knife, but forgets that the one wielding it may not be able to control it. Go fetch Shipo Tian. The northernmost mountain pass from today onward. Let our own people watch it.
Understood.
From this moment, Tianmen Pass is no longer just about defense.
Have you heard? Up in the Northern Territory, a new caravan has sprung up. In less than half a year, it has covered all the main trade routes up north. It runs more regularly than the old establishments.
What goods do they trade?
Everything. Grain, cloth, iron supplies, whatever is in demand. But the key thing is, fair prices. And they never owe on accounts. The owner has deep pockets.
I've heard someone's backing them. Otherwise, where would they get that much capital? And how would they have such good connections?
In the north. Who's still around there now?
That caravan you two spoke of, do you know its name?
I think it's called Hengshen. It started from the Tianmen Pass area. I'm not sure of the details.
Any caravan that sprung up in the north within the last half year, especially those expanding fast, involving grain and iron, investigate them all. Routes, personnel, cargo owners. Not a single detail can be missed. Not a single detail can be missed.
Yes, my lord. How many days will it take?
3 days. The trade routes in the northern barbarian lands have been reorganized within the last half year. The timing coincides with shortly after Feng Huayuan's death.
Grand Tutor Hui, that caravan is called Hengshen Hao. It started from a market town south of Tianmen Pass. Now it extends to 7 key routes in the northern frontier.
I focused my investigation on the backgrounds of the shopkeeper and the clerks.
The caravan's route and the garrisons of Yuanfeng City in the northern frontiers. Several elite assembly points overlap heavily. Most of the caravan are able-bodied young men. They spontaneously divide sentry duties and rotate. While traveling, they don't look like merchants. More like
trained troops.
And there's one more thing I discovered last month. The caravan was attacked by a group of bandits in Benliu town.
There were 7 or 8 of them armed with knives and clubs.
3 of the caravan's clerks fought back. Within 2 breaths, they subdued all of them.
Without a single injury to themselves. Afterwards, the shopkeeper forced the clerks to keep quiet.
And continued on as usual.
Regular clerks couldn't do that.
Yes.
Who is the shopkeeper?
On paper, it's a merchant named Feng Shun. His background can't be verified. He only registered in the northern frontier 3 years ago. No records before that.
Hemph. A Feng didn't just accept his fate. I thought stripping him of his title, killing his father would break him. Looks like I underestimated him. If we suppress it directly, it will alert him. He'll relocate immediately. We need to follow this lead first to find out where his base is and then cut it cleanly in one strike. The net is already cast. Let's see how much bigger it can get.
Once the Grand Preceptor issues this order, all merchant caravans in the north must register their household registrations and submit cargo manifests. For the larger ones, tax inspectors will be stationed to audit.
It's all in the name of regulating commerce. No one can find fault with that.
But the Ministry of Rights?
Bypass the Ministry of Rights, go directly through the Ministry of Revenue. Our Feng, I've set up a stage for you. It's up to you how you stand.
Your Highness, the Imperial tax inspectors arrive in 3 days. They're coming in force this time. They specifically want to audit the large caravans. Heng Shunhao is definitely on the list. Anyone suspicious, move them out tonight.
Okay.
Replace the granary staff with legitimate merchants to front the operation. Have all compliance documents ready overnight.
What about the new operation in Benliu town? Those people were recruited less than 2 months ago. Their residency paperwork isn't complete yet.
Have Wei Ling personally oversee it.
Let me see the replacements.
Get as many documents in order as possible. For those we can't, evacuate them first. We can't let the tax inspectors find anything incriminating. Understood. Residency documents, 1 per person.
Not a single one missing.
The documents are being processed. Give us 3 more days.
You think this is a game? Without documents, these people will all be treated as unregistered barbarians. I have the authority to arrest them on the spot.
Urgent dispatch from the Ministry of Rights. Please take a look, Your Excellency.
I'll hold off for today. Submit the documents within 3 days. I'll return.
This record was slipped in secretly. The tax collectors from the Ministry of Revenue in the northern border clearly listed the embezzlement accounts. Any caravan that paid bribes got through. Those who didn't were blocked mercilessly.
Even Xiaoling's people are this corrupt.
If you, sir, make a move, delay the tax audit in the northern border, the Ministry of Revenue will have to answer to you.
Prepare an official document from the Ministry of Rights. Say that the tax audit procedure was flawed, and it needs a new joint review.
Yes.
Wei Ridge is safe now. The tax collectors received the ministry's dispatch and withdrew. Good that they withdrew.
It's good. But the matter itself isn't good. Xiao Ling used the tax audit to set a trap. It means he's already noticed Hengshan Company.
Noticed Hengshan Company means he's noticed us.
From today, all the documents at every outpost must be completed within a month. Leave no gaps.
Understood.
The name Hengshan Company will no longer be used from today. Completely close it, not close it, rebrand it. Split it into 3 independent small firms, each with its own accounts, each with its own procurement. No financial dealings between them on the books. Keep the channels, keep the people, change the names. What names for the 3, you decide. No trace of the Feng family or the northern border. The more ordinary, the better. And those who originally knew the merchants of Hengshan Company? Inform them one by one. Give them 3 days to adapt to the new contact methods. Xiao Ling is already watching that name. We can't use it anymore.
Speak, Your Majesty. Today 3 more ministers presented their cards requesting an audience. Wan Heng, a secretary from the Ministry of Rights, Zhou Shiwan, a compiler from the Hanlin Academy, and Cheng Ruoshan from the Censorate, all of them seeking a review of the old case involving the Feng clan of the northern frontier.
Let's discuss it at tomorrow's morning court.
Yes, Your Majesty.
What is it?
This old servant speaks too much. But I have served Your Majesty for 30 years.
And today, Your Majesty's expression
is the same as the night the late Emperor passed away.
I know Feng Huayuan was wronged. But back then, if I had spoken up, the thing's Grand Tutor Shao held. would have been made public. 30 years ago, I had Xiao Ling do something I cannot speak of. That thing led to the death of Crown Prince Xiaowen and destroyed the justice that should have been. He kept it in his heart, becoming a debt I can never repay.
Your Majesty, the senior officials have been talking among themselves. Now that the heir apparent's position is vacant, if your Majesty's health fails, the matter of succession,
you may leave now. It's not that I don't know. I just cannot know it yet.
We just paid last month.
And now this again. Cut the crap. General Wei has ordered an extra 10% levy for autumn.
Sir, we ran out of food last month. The old subsidy from the Feng Manor has also stopped.
This 10%.
We really can't afford it.
Your Highness, these are from the past half-month, passed over from the merchant caravans. Just around Guangtian Pass, there are 43 cases. Plus the outer towns, a total of 117 cases.
Your Highness, why don't we just attack him directly? Wei Zhong alone is crushing the entire north. The brothers have had enough.
If we take out one Wei Zhong, Xiao Ling will immediately send another. If we fight thoroughly. Make them not even want this pawn anymore. Every illegal record of Wei Zhong's we have saved. Excessive taxes, embezzlement, privatization. In the future, these things will be sent at the perfect time to the right person. To the censorate, or to someone who wants them even more than the censorate. The more arrogant Wei Zhong is now, the heavier that account will be in the future. Let him investigate, let him oppress, let him think he's safe. We're waiting for them to think they're safe.
Your Highness, these are the movements from the past 2 months. Grand Tutor Xiao has been secretly visiting various places, ostensibly to catch up and say hello, but the places he went to, Prince Ning, Prince Ping, Prince Cheng, all princes with military power. The source is reliable, it came from an informant in Prince Ning's mansion. It's said that when the Grand Tutor went, he only brought 2 attendants, dismissed the guards, and had a secret talk for nearly 4 hours before leaving.
Xiao Ling is contacting the princes. This isn't forming a faction, it's laying out an escape route. Or a path forward. This letter, send it through the fastest line.
Yes.
Ah Feng, what Xiao Ling wants
is probably not just the north.
By order of General Wei, the garrison commander, all goods produced in the northern border must now pay a crossing fee. The fee is set at 10% of the cargo value. Goods will only be released upon presentation of the receipt.
10%? This isn't a regulation. There's nothing like this in the imperial tax code.
Keep your voice down. He's not someone to mess with.
This ledger covers Wei Zhong's collection over the past 2 months. 31 merchants have already given their thumbprints as witnesses. The tax code is the current regulations issued by the Ministry of Revenue. For goods crossing the northern border, additional taxes can only be levied in 2 circumstances. Wei Zhong's crossing fee doesn't meet any of them. If we submit this, will it really work? A joint petition. With 31 merchants joining forces, the Ministry of Revenue can't sit on it. If they do, it's dereliction of duty. Forwarding it is their job.
What if they dare to suppress it?
The cost of suppressing a joint petition is higher than letting it pass. Besides, Zhang Mingyuan of the Ministry of Rights has been watching the Ministry of Revenue for a long time. He's been dying for an opportunity like this. We'll use the merchant caravan route to deliver it to the official in charge of northern border taxation at the Ministry of Revenue. Remember, it's a joint petition from merchants, not from our people.
A joint petition from 31 people, along with the original tax code for comparison, and the specific collection records.
This cannot be suppressed. If it can't be suppressed, pass it up. We'll just forward it.
Send it to the censorate. This hot potato will burn whoever touches it.
Garrison Commander Wei Zhong,
illegally imposed a crossing fee,
violating Articles 7 and 12
of the current tax code of the Ministry of Revenue. The evidence is conclusive. 31 joint petitioning merchants have testified.
He is to be immediately dismissed from his post, publicly punished,
and handed over to the Ministry of Revenue for recovery of funds.
Your Highness, this truly was a bloodless victory.
War isn't always fought with swords.
But what about Xiao Ling? Wei Zhong has been removed. He won't let this go.
Of course not. But his next move will be to find out who filed the petition. While he investigates, time will pass. Time passes, and we'll have gained one more round of preparation.
Those 31 joint petitions, I traced the source of each one. 27 of them. The wording of the petitions, the angle of citing tax law, matches the writing style of Hengshun firm, very closely.
The same group of people organized the materials. In other words, the petitions were written by our Feng's intelligence network on behalf of the merchants.
That must be it.
Handle it according to this. The northern border has many mountain trails. Arrange an accident for him.
Bring a few men.
Bring a condensation realm cultivator to back you up. Just enough people will do. Don't make a big show of it. He's somebody.
Your Majesty. This memorial, shall we send it back to the northern border for filing?
Follow normal procedures.
Yes. Your Majesty knows who handled it, but he only wrote handled appropriately. The approval was for Wei Zhong. He acknowledged the method, he acknowledged that person is still here.
Bring that memorial, let me see it again. Handled appropriately. 4 words. Approved for Wei Zhong, approved for the whole matter, also approved for that person, the fact that he is still here. I've suppressed the Feng family's old case for 3 years. Yet in these 4 words, I quietly acknowledged one thing. What he did was not wrong. I thought that as long as I didn't act, it meant I hadn't admitted it, but not acting is just waiting. Waiting for what? Until when? Even I don't know.
Wei Zhong has fallen. Ah Feng won this round. But Xiao Ling won't let it go. His next move will be much heavier than Wei Zhong's.
Shizi Feng, sorry to keep you waiting.
This time Xiao Ling used real men. His spiritual energy is nearly 30%. We can't overpower him. There's a gap on the left. Let's break out first.
The prince has nowhere left to go.
Father, I know the way now. Father, I've been waiting for your exoneration, but I can't just wait. Xiao Ling won't give me time, so I need to strike first. With a price he understands. Make him know this matter. It's not over. Now we can start.
Urgent letter from the capital for the prince.
From Lady Wen. From defense to offense. Only a matter of timing. Now the time has come.
Prince Xiao Ling's audit order will arrive any day, but we can still take the initiative.
If Xiao Ling wants to investigate, we let him investigate. If he plays by the book, we go dark. We'll find out more than he expects. I called you all here today not to talk about hiding, but to talk about fighting. We'll work on 3 fronts at once. First, the legal front. Wei Zhong is just the start, not the end. Every single person Xiao Lin sends to the north, as soon as they make a move, we document it, we gather evidence, and we hit them back with the court's own laws. From now on, anyone they send will think twice. Second, the public support front. The people of the north are our foundation. We keep the complaint channels open. For grievances, we help them file. For hardships, we support them. If they trust us, we have their loyalty. When the court's troops come, they won't guide the court, but they'll guide us. Third, the military front. We need to train soldiers and stockpile supplies. We must hold the mountain pass to the north. This front isn't to attack Xiaoling, it's to defend our gate. If the northern DI move, we can't be caught off guard. 3 fronts at once. Do we have enough people? So here's the division. Shi Potian oversees the military front, Wei Lingzhu handles evidence gathering on the legal front, Yun Qinglan manages communication on the public support front, and Qin Fang is responsible for passing messages among the 3 fronts. No interruptions.
Understood.
If messages get intercepted,
you'll have 3 backup routes. If one breaks, switch to another.
Your Highness, what if Xiao Ling can't wait and sends troops directly?
If he sends troops, it shows he's getting restless. When you're restless, you make mistakes. We're not waiting to die. We're preparing for a decisive strike.
So you're here to deliver, not to help us?
Just lending a hand since it's on the way.
This is the old debt. Someone settled it for you. This is a living allowance. Collected every 3 months. Just go to the Tianmen Pass branch of Hengshan firm.
Who? Who gave it?
The boss says it was pooled by your former comrades.
The prince's popularity is rising now. But it's not fast enough. The charges the court placed on Feng Huayuan haven't dissipated. Outsiders still hear the same story.
What do you think?
Storytellers. There are several big markets in the northern frontier. On auspicious days, there are storytelling platforms. They draw a big crowd. We can have the storytellers weave the deeds of the old general from back then into their repertory. Let it spread among the people first. Gradually suppress that slander.
That's a good idea. The old general has so many stories to tell. Any one of them is better than those made-up ones.
We can do it. But there's one thing. Don't overdo it. Make it seem like it's spontaneous from the people. Not like I'm pushing it. The material must be authentic. All based on verifiable past events. No embellishments. Don't plead for my father. Just say what he did. Let the listeners judge for themselves. One more thing. Pick towns far from Tianmen Pass for the storytelling. Don't cluster them. Let it seep through like water.
Today, tell a story about the great drought in the northern frontier 13 years ago. Food supplies were cut off for 3 months. Who was it that led the northern frontier garrison to distribute grain to the people?
And defended the city on an empty stomach.
That's about General Feng. SH, listen up.
Anyone who has dealings with the Feng family and fails to report it will be considered an accomplice. And their entire clan will be punished.
Don't look away.
Jing Yuan's move is ruthless, using collective punishment to intimidate many common people. Even if they want to speak up for the old general, dare not open their mouths.
The storytellers have stopped in several places. The storytellers are afraid of being targeted. He wants to use the official voice to suppress the voice of the people. Then we'll make the voice of the people louder than he imagined.
How?
Collect the testimonies. Not from one person, but from hundreds signed and sealed in black and white. Compile them into a book, the Northern Frontier Civil Testimonials. Don't go through official channels. Don't submit to the Yamen. Let traveling merchants carry it. Let storytellers mention his name. Let every person in the Northern Frontier know that this book exists. Zheng Yuan wants to suppress. What he's suppressing is not a memorial but the voice of the entire Northern Frontier.
So you agree to this signing?
The child's father counts as one too.
Ladies and gentlemen, today I'll tell something new instead of old tales.
347 folks from the northern frontier have signed as witnesses.
The book left behind, the Northern Frontier's Civil Testimonials. Have you heard of it?
What testimonials?
It's what everyone said themselves, the words of old General Feng.
In black and white with their thumbprints.
A civil booklet who allowed it to spread everywhere.
This booklet, I have also heard a little about it. Your Excellency, this thing hasn't gone through any official channels. We can't catch the spreaders, merchants, and storytellers. We can't very well lock up everyone traveling in the northern frontier, all of them.
Investigate who led this.
We have investigated the 347 people come from 11 counties and towns in the northern frontier. All ordinary folks. There's no common source to trace. Your Excellency.
The characters for collective punishment in the notice. The villagers are terrified.
Please clarify, Your Excellency, exactly what kind of dealings count as complicity?
My previous wording was somewhat inappropriate. The talk of collective punishment targets those who actively harbor traitors, not ordinary interactions.
Your Highness Zheng Yuan admitted his mistake in public.
He didn't admit a mistake. He admitted he can't suppress it.
Look. Here. Heng Shenhao is allocating supplies from the eastern line. Must pass through this node.
Cut this off. Their entire eastern line's grain and iron dispatch will be in chaos.
Young master, should we first report this to the Grand Preceptor?
Father is too cautious. A foam, he's just a disgraced heir who lost his title. Something I can handle myself. Why bother father? Once it's done, let father see. I'm not inferior to him.
Finished looking at the stuff. The real documents you brought, put them down before you leave. The honeypot worked. They took all fake ledgers, but left behind some real ones. Whose men are they? Their moves don't look like Xiao Ling's veterans. More like inexperienced ones. Who else around Xiao Ling would do this?
Father, I meant no such thing. Father, I thought that node was a real weakness. If we cut it...
When did I let you intervene?
I only wanted to.
The task I assigned you did well. You wanted me to see you capable. That node was placed there like a piece of meat, isn't it? So, it's meant to be taken. A Feng got where he is today not because of luck. If you act on your own again, I'll confine you to the mansion. Yes? Setting up bait in advance means he expected someone to come. He anticipated it and still left this opening. He wants to see who makes a move. Who are you testing, Feng? Prince Ning and Prince Ping have already sent a clear reply.
Prince Cheng is still watching. But his stance has softened.
If we are to formally launch the uprising,
mobilizing all troops will take at least a year. 1 year. Grand Tutor, for now, the priority
is to resolve a Feng's matter first. The northern border is unstable, everything else is secondary.
A Feng is nothing but a disgraced noble.
How did Wei Zhong fall? How did Zheng Yuan lose face? Who set up that secret palace? The northern border is my back. I will not allow anyone to stand on my back. Clear him first, then we'll discuss the rest.
Next day, Imperial
Your Majesty,
study.
I have evidence. The Grand Tutor has met with northern barbarian envoys no fewer than 4 times. It involves border troop deployments. If this is true, it is the crime of colluding with the enemy. I beg your Majesty to investigate thoroughly.
Your Majesty, the senior censor is old. Sometimes overly suspicious. I will handle this matter myself. Your Majesty need not concern yourself.
Lord Liu, please follow this old servant.
What Lu Xiao said might not be false. But if I, the Emperor, grant his request, even the last person will be lost.
The heir prince's lead might be useful in the future.
I don't need you to do anything right now. I just need you, on that day, to dare to speak up.
The old general said, if it's the young Master Feng, please enter through the side gate. You came to see me about your father's case.
Yes.
What do you want from me?
What you know. I just want to know if anyone remembers.
Your father. I've known him for 30 years. He was the kind of man who guarded the border for 20 years, never once padded the payroll or claimed credit for killing civilians. A man like that, and they say he colluded with the enemy. But I have little influence, I've retired. What can I do?
You're not without influence. You're one of the last northern generals not replaced by Xiaoling's men, one of the last old generals. If you speak up, speaking as a civilian carries more weight.
You're harder to deal with than your father. He valued loyalty, you value reason.
I value reason because loyalty alone isn't enough anymore.
Your father's case. I have something, a letter he wrote to the emperor himself back then. Feng Huaiyuan discovered Xiaoling planted agents in the north and intercepted military supplies. He didn't dare use official channels, so he wrote this letter himself and asked me to deliver it when I went to the capital. That letter never reached the emperor. Xiaoling found out first.
Is the letter still here?
I kept a copy. The original was destroyed. But the handwriting is Feng Huaiyuan's. I can testify.
My father's handwriting. Finally, someone preserved it for him.
Your subject, Feng Huaiyuan, on the eve of my departure for the capital, humbly write this letter, and presume to present it for your majesty's perusal. For 23 years, I have guarded the northern frontier, and not a day have I not thought of the state. Recently, there have been rumors that I have been secretly colluding with the northern barbarians. This is completely untrue. I swear on my very life. But I also know that there are those in the capital who do not wish for my safe return. The road to the capital is fraught with unknown dangers. I am not unaware of this. However, I still choose to trust your majesty. The empire's 200-year legacy, the 300,000 people of the north, my own life or death, none of these matter. I only hope this letter reaches your majesty's ears, and that you will see the truth. If I do not return, the affairs of the north are left to heaven.
Father trusted the court, and was betrayed by it. But I am different. I will turn the court into a place that no longer betrays anyone. That booklet feels heavier than I expected. She understands. That eastern front spot was betrayed by someone we know. The one in the west they gave themselves away. Counted together. 11 people. Can we save them? They've already been handed over to Zheng Yuan. We don't have that channel now.
Word from General Huo. His residence was searched this morning.
The old servant says the general can't be reached, tells us not to act rashly. Pull back. Not the time for a direct fight.
Your Highness.
The outposts on the periphery evacuate all we can. Pull personnel back within Tianmen Pass. Keep only the most critical ones. Better to do less than have anyone else captured. She always finds an angle. Not every breakthrough requires a desperate situation. Sometimes, it's just time.
The message came from General Huo's people.
They went around 2 counties to get here. It took nearly 5 days. He's safe.
They say he moved that same night after the search. He went to an old friend's place in the south.
He left everything in the house as is. They didn't find anything. He managed to bring out the copy.
Those 11 people who were arrested.
Any movement from Zheng Yuan? After interrogation, 3 couldn't hold up. They gave away some outer base locations. But the core network wasn't exposed.
Those 3 outer bases were already evacuated before you ordered the retreat. Zheng Yuan found empty warehouses.
What about the people?
They were sentenced to exile.
Write their 11 names on the last page of the Guardian Register.
Yes.
Imperial Palace, Archives.
Ah.
In the 12th year of Jian Yuan, the powerful minister Liang Huiyi was executed along with his entire clan for forming a faction and plotting treason. His disciples and followers were all purged, but one name from among them disappeared from all records: Xiao Ling. He didn't lack that connection. He just managed to wipe himself clean from history before anyone else. Take it to Pei's bookshop next to the Imperial Academy. They say it's an essay from the Women's Academy banquet. Ask them to make a few copies. Distribute it among the scholarly circles as usual.
This exam paper is very detailed. This detail about Liang Huiyi's case. I never noticed it before.
That erased disciple of his, is he still at court today?
How many people have seen this article?
It's already spreading in scholarly circles. Plenty of copies. It's too late to suppress it.
No need to investigate.
Yes.
This part of history is real. Back then, Xiao Ling came to beg me, saying that if I would delete his name from the roster of Liang Huiyi's disciples, he would do anything for me. That was exactly when I needed people the most. I agreed. This girl. What is she doing? Is she helping me, or helping herself, or helping someone else?
Some truths, the Emperor knows better than anyone knows them, but must never say them. Northern Frontier, by the Post Road. That night, at the palace banquet.
Miss Wen, I am Xiao Wangji. I've heard so much about you. Your talent is exceptional. Everyone in the palace knows.
You're too kind, Mr. Xiao.
But I've heard that Miss Wen is now betrothed to the Feng family of the Northern Frontier. The Feng family's situation is dire now.
I'm afraid you be shortchanged. A woman of your caliber deserves a better match.
I dare to presume. If you are willing, I promise you won't suffer.
Mr. Xiao, your kindness. I appreciate it. But the betrothal is by imperial decree. The engagement between the Feng and Wen families cannot be annulled by my word alone. If you truly wish to pursue this, you may petition the Emperor directly. I will abide by His Majesty's decision.
Ah, haha.
That's brilliant.
Please.
Heh.
Palace banquet, side corridor.
What did you do tonight? You know very well.
I only wanted
to say a few words at the banquet. It's different from acting on your own. This time I won't punish you. But the outcome tonight, think it over yourself. This Wen Ci. Do you think she's just a girl waiting to be married? In her years in the capital, she's made no mistakes. Left no handles. A person like that isn't just careful, she's methodical. By provoking her, you're causing me trouble.
Father means.
Round 3 when Ci wins. She used a perfectly watertight phrase. Outskirts, night, Xiao Ling's villa, secret chamber.
We discussed the intention last time. Today we settle the details.
Exactly.
We'll push down from the northern line. Focus on hitting the 3 counties west of Tianmen Pass. Harass the people, cut off roads, burn granaries. You take advantage of the chaos to clear out people inside. Afterwards,
50 li north of the northern border will be designated a buffer zone.
No Deyuan troops will be stationed there.
50 li is fine. But there's one condition.
Tianmen Pass itself cannot be touched. That's Dayuan's pride. You go around it. Go around, but you need to be quick. If you drag it out too long, we can't hold.
As for speed, it depends on whether the person inside cooperates. With this document, the land will be delivered afterwards.
There's movement from the northern Dai. Among those who entered and left Xiaoling's villa last month, there was one dressed like a steppe merchant. He went twice. Each time he entered late at night, and left before dawn. His attendants had different faces, but their boot style was from the northern barbarians.
Definitely the northern barbarians' men. Can't mistake the boots. The stitches of northern barbarian herdsmen are different from those of the central plains. Xiaoling is negotiating with the northern barbarians. Once the talks are done, the northern barbarians will move. Xiaolin will take advantage of the situation.
When?
I don't know. But the wind is not right. There should be a major battle within the month. Continue preparing what needs to be prepared. Strengthen vigilance at all outposts. I'll go write a letter first. Oh, by the way, regarding the northern border civilian testimonials, Zheng Yuan recently talked to several merchants who signed it back then. He told them to respond as normal businessmen. Neither admit nor deny. Just say they don't know. Zheng Yuan can't trace the source. Understood.
Several days later.
Don't worry about my side. You can say that to Shipashin and the others, but it won't work on me. If there's a major battle in the northern border, what happens after? Have you thought about it?
Several days later.
I'll head back now.
A great battle is coming. But some words I still had to say.
Is there something wrong with the princess?
Look, here's news from the Court of State Ceremonies. It says that before Helian Da left, he asked Xiaoling for a topographical map of Beijing. He circled 2 locations. One is the frontal Tianmen Pass. The other is on the east side.
The east side.
Yunqueku. This merchant traveling the northern route says last month, when he passed near Yunqueku, the northern barbarians' cavalry was twice as numerous as usual. And they were moving east, not west. 30 years ago, the northern barbarians bypassed Tianmen Pass to raid, and they used Yunqueku. Helian Da's father was the one who led troops through Yunqueku back then.
So he has precedent to follow.
He knows that route. His men know how to take it. The fastest line, tonight, send out what he needs to defend, more than he knows. At least he needs to know where the enemy is coming from. If this letter is unnecessary, that would be for the best. If not, then we can't afford not to send it.
An urgent letter from the prince.
From the capital.
The northern barbarians won't attack head-on this time. The main attack is here. The defensive line at the east side of Yunqueco must be redeployed immediately. Transfer the 2 squads originally stationed on the western line over here. Complete it tonight. The terrain around Yunqueco is complex. If they move at night, it's indeed harder to defend than the front.
Is this information from the prince reliable? Reliable. It's from the princess.
The 2 squads being transferred. Should we tell them the source of the intelligence? No need. Just tell them Yunqueco needs to be defended.
And how? Should we try to warn him on the princess's end? Tell her to be careful too.
He is safer in the capital than we are. First layer. 1 mile past the bait team's entrance. Engage and retreat. Lure them in. Second layer. 1 team on each cliffside. Wait until the baity vanguard is all inside. Third layer. Collapse the rocks to block their retreat. Not a single one gets out. Brothers are all in position. What's the signal? I'll blow 3 times. All 3 layers move together. Not a single note off.
Kill. Annihilated the rear guard. They ran fast.
13 of ours wounded. 2 severely, out of combat. When CI's intel, let me know where to defend. My father's pass. I held it.
Grand Tutor, the battle at Yunquecu.
The northern barbarian vanguard was annihilated. The rear troops fled. A Feng held Tianmen Pass, I know. Now, making a move against a Feng will be harder in name. He has merit for holding the pass. His popularity among the people is growing. If we add this battle, if the Grand Tutor wants to move against him, the opposition in court will be louder.
Then change the approach. Turn his merit into someone else's. The battle at Yunquecu, in the official records, who won it?
The report hasn't been finalized yet. Zheng Yuan hasn't submitted his memorial yet.
Have Zheng Yuan submit a memorial. Say it was the northern border garrison, under the military governor's command, took the initiative to engage, and repelled the northern barbarians.
What about a Feng?
What is a Feng? A deposed commoner. A commoner's fighting is not military merit, it's a private brawl. The battle at Yunquecu, Zheng Yuan's memorial hasn't been submitted.
The military governor says the battle situation is complex, still organizing.
Help him organize it. In the memorial, write, the northern border garrison detected the northern barbarians' movements early. Military Governor Zheng personally deployed a counterattack, set an ambush at Yunquecu.
And with the main regular force, routed the northern barbarian vanguard. The rear troops collapsed. But the brothers who fought know that day, it was Prince Feng's men.
The brothers who fought were soldiers under Military Governor Zheng, or soldiers under Prince Feng. If Military Governor Zheng's memorial is written this way, the Ministry of War will naturally record it thus, and the history books will write it thus. As for what the people say, the people's words have never counted. Submit it within 3 days, don't delay. Yes. A Feng, you can hold that pass, but you can't stop what others write for you. History.
The same battle, 2 accounts. A Feng is so much like his father. I owe Feng Huayuan a life. Must I owe a Feng a youth as well?
At the Court of Judicial Review, there is an old file.
Suppressed back then. Bring it for me to see.
Yes.
Your Highness, the official battle report from the Imperial Court is out. The Battle of Yunquecu, the official record says the garrison under Zheng Yuan set an ambush and repelled the northern Dai. Governor Zheng Yuan personally deployed. The brothers all know. A few of them are so angry they want to. What are they angry about? They think it's unfair. What's written in the court's memorial? That's their business. We ourselves know who was there that day. That's enough. Tomorrow's commendation will go ahead as planned. Our names are in the duty roster. That carries more weight than any memorial. The Battle of Yunquecu. Your names won't be in the court's memorial. I know. That's why I'm reading them out. Feng Tieju, Lu Sanlong, Zhou Dashuang, Zhao Changshun, Hansi, Niu Wangshan, Xu Laozhen, Lin Zimiao, Wang Shitu, Chen Ligui, Shi Poshan, never left since the very first day. Yun Qinglan, planned the world from within a small space. Wei Ling, abandoned office but not righteousness. Qin Fang, 3 lines, not one broken. And every single one of you. Father, this book is what you taught me to guard. The court's memorial doesn't have our names. But here it does. Everyone is here. Not one missing. Back then, I said, remember who is trustworthy. Now I know. Not just to use them, but more so to let them know that someone remembers them. These 2 things are equally important.
Some people remember you without you needing to know.
Three lines. Are all in place now. The account transcripts are with Lady Wen. The handwritten letter is with General Huo. The compiled evidence is with us.
In place doesn't mean ready to use.
What's missing?
3 things. First, the person to present it. I can't submit this evidence myself. If I do, Xiaoling will immediately call it a commoner's frame-up and suppress it. We need someone the emperor has to listen to speak. Second, the occasion for submission. Submitting a memorial privately versus presenting evidence openly in court. The weight is vastly different. Choose the wrong occasion, and Xiaoling has plenty of ways to suppress it. Third, the emperor's state of mind at that time. This is the hardest one. No matter how solid the evidence, if the emperor doesn't want to see it, with one word, it's just scrap paper.
So what Lady Wen said, wait until the emperor's mind softens.
Right. The problem is, I don't know when that softening will come, nor how long we can wait. You said, wait until the emperor's mind softens, then act. I want to know. Do you think that time is near now?
It is near. Last month, the Supreme Court presented an old file. It's the original dossier of the Feng Jingchen case. Zhang Fu told me, the emperor wants to see that file. He said it himself. In over a year, it's the first time he didn't immediately say to suppress it. Did the emperor read it? What he thought after reading it, I still don't know. But he asked to see it, already shows that something has loosened in his heart. This crack is not big enough yet. Can't strike now, but it's there. My judgment, within 2 months, a second signal will appear. I'll keep watch in the capital. Once I see it, I'll tell you immediately. But there's one thing we must clarify now. The 3 pieces of evidence are in 2 places. On the day of action, there won't be time to mobilize them. I mean, once we confirm the timing, you immediately start the transfer. Send the 2 items to the capital. I will present them personally. Do you trust me?
Yes. But there's one thing you need to understand. Xiaoling has already sensed what we're doing. He won't give us unlimited time. 2 months is the upper limit, not a buffer. If by the 7th week there's still no signal, we need to reconsider our approach. Can't wait any longer. There's one more thing I haven't mentioned in the letters. I'll say it now. Once the evidence is presented, you will stand where everyone can see. Xiaoling won't let you off. Have you thought it through?
I thought it through over a year ago. What about you?
"5,000 soldiers. Your Highness, we can muster at most 2,000 right now.
I know.
Can we win?"
By imperial order, we're inspecting the northern border. Feng, please put down your weapons and cooperate.
The gate of Tianmen Pass, I won't open it. If you want to enter, attack it yourself. Hold the left flank. Here, I cannot retreat. Vermilion Bird Seal, the 3rd seal, break. Wanxiang Realm.
I, your general. Surrender.
Father. Your son stands here today.
How to deal with them?
Prepare provisions for them. Let them go back the way they came.
Just let them go like that.
They came on imperial orders. It's not their fault. Go back and take a message for me. The gate of Tianmen Pass opens to guard the border, does not close to kill. If Xiao Lingruo sends more men, I'll still be here.
A message from the north says Tianmen Pass held again. In the capital, I look up at the northern sky, thinking of that person.
Is he still okay now? Xiaoling is faster than we expected. He made the first move.
So we can't wait any longer for the reversal. Send a letter to Wen Ci. Tell her, it's time to move. Have her start transferring the evidence immediately. My father, Feng Huayuan, guarded the northern border for 3 generations, his loyalty and righteousness shone across the land. But treacherous ministers are in power, and he died unjustly in prison. This is a great grievance for the nation. Now, Feng son of Feng. Leads the troops of the northern border, not to rebel, but to purge the court of evil, and restore order to the imperial court. The treacherous minister Xiao Ling brings disaster to the nation and its people. The evidence is all here. Now, I present it to the world. Purge the court of evil.
Hey Feng, who do you think you are? The memorial has already spread. Can't suppress it. Then don't suppress it. Change the strategy.
The Grand Preceptor means
have people spread another story. A Feng is not purging the court, he's holding onto his troops for his own power, plotting treason. This memorial is just a fig leaf for traitors to dress up their rebellion. The scholars in the capital, the censors, use everyone we can. Make the voice calling a Feng a rebel louder.
I'll handle public opinion.
Also, submit memorials at the same time asking the emperor to decree a Feng a rebel. Once the imperial decree is issued, his memorial loses all legitimacy. A Feng. You've presented the evidence, but evidence needs to be believed to count.
That kid A Feng. He's seen through everyone. Summon Wen Ci to the palace.
Yes.
"10 days, 3 groups, all have arrived.
Princess, someone from the palace has come. The emperor summons you to the palace.
Prepare the sedan.
You and A Feng. Are you in close contact?
I've exchanged letters with Prince Feng.
She looks like her father, Wen Han. Wen Han had the same expression back then. Do you think Feng Huayuan was wrongly accused? You may take your leave.
Yes, I shall take my leave.
Xiao Ling. 30 years. "30 years of leverage bought 30 years of silence. I thought if I just didn't look, didn't ask, didn't act, that matter could be buried forever. I've grown old. I can't hold on anymore."
Your Majesty, shall I prepare the meal?
Wen Ci says she has evidence. Do you know?
Your old servant knows a little.
Bring Wen Ci's evidence for me to see.
Yes.
And also, Xiao Ling in recent years his dealings with the regional princes, how much do you know?
Your servant, from Lady Wen, has gleaned bits and pieces. Prince Ning, Prince Ping, Prince Cheng, the Grand Tutor has all paid private visits.
I see. Lady Qinghe when she requests an audience with His Majesty, she has a memorial to present. Let her in.
Your subject, Wen Ci, has an important matter to report. It concerns the unjust case of Feng Huayuan in the northern frontier. I beg your majesty to review this. The evidence I present consists of 3 items. First, the forged draft of the military supply accounts from the northern frontier, compared with the original accounts submitted to the court. The figures have been tampered with, the fingerprints are verifiable. Second, the confidential letter personally written by General Feng Jingchen to His Majesty back then, the original of which was preserved by General Huo. This letter never reached the Emperor at the time. Third, records of procedural violations in the case files of the Supreme Court. Witnesses were not summoned to court, original documents were not presented, all 3 violations of the Great Yuan laws.
Your Majesty, Wen Xi is betrothed to the Feng family. Her testimony is not credible.
I did not ask you. Grand Tutor Shao, do you have anything to say?
Your Majesty, I have nothing to say. If the evidence is conclusive, the Supreme Court will naturally retry the case according to the law.
The Supreme Court shall retry the case of Feng Jingchen starting today. The 3 pieces of evidence will be kept in the palace. No one is allowed to tamper with them. Court is dismissed.
Presenting evidence openly in the court, Xiao Ling couldn't suppress it on the spot. This step was the right move.
The Dali Temple submitted the case files of Feng Jingchen. I have reviewed them. There are doubts about the evidence in the original case, and the procedures were not in compliance with regulations. Order the Dali Temple, effective today, to reopen the investigation into Feng Jingchen's case, report the findings truthfully.
Your Majesty, Feng Jingchen's case was closed over 3 years ago. The evidence is ironclad. How can there be any doubt? Reopening it now is nothing but giving the rebel Feng's petition to purge the court legitimacy. It undermines the state's integrity.
Your Majesty, I believe leaving a doubtful case uninvestigated is what truly damages the court's order. Feng Jingchen guarded the northern border for 23 years. If he died wrongfully in prison without anyone investigating, all loyal officials under heaven will be disheartened, and the people's trust in the north will be even harder to regain.
Lord He, be careful with your words. Feng Jingchen colluded with the enemy. The evidence is in the files. Lord He, your words, are you trying to overturn the verdict for the rebel?
What you call ironclad evidence is precisely where the doubt lies. Procedural violations, witnesses never appeared in court, the original documents were never shown. I am merely saying these doubts should be clarified.
His Majesty's decree has been issued. The Dali Temple will naturally comply. If any of you here have objections, you may file a petition with the Dali Temple, rather than making a commotion here.
Your Majesty is wise. I have no objections. The Dali Temple's reopening will have its own fair judgment.
Grand Tutor Shao didn't directly oppose.
He doesn't need to. He gets others to speak for him. Staying in the background, he appears magnanimous. At the same time, the Emperor sees that he's not uncooperative, but his people have already created enough obstacles in court.
Now Minister He and Minister Zhang spoke.
And their voices were heard by the Emperor. That's enough. Send the fastest dispatch today.
The Grand Tutor in court today didn't voice opposition.
That's because openly opposing would be a direct confrontation with the Emperor. Now is not the time.
But if the Dali Temple genuinely retries the case, those 3 pieces of evidence,
the presiding judge of Dali Temple will assign someone to monitor. The verdict of the retrial cannot be left to them.
Lu Yuan, you finally made a move. You moved, which shows your mind is unsettled. Only those who are unsettled make mistakes.
Northern border scouts report the Baidi are west of Lark Pass, conducting small-scale harassment, but not a major invasion. They're likely still regrouping. No need to worry too much for now, but we must remain vigilant. Here, in the capital, the Emperor has ordered a retrial. The court debate is fierce. Both He Wenyuan and Zhong Mingyuan have spoken. The current situation is moving as we anticipated, but Xiao Ling today didn't say a word in court. That's harder to gauge than if he had opposed. Please be mindful, Your Highness. Xiao Ling isn't panicking. That's what's most dangerous.
I stake my head on it. To guarantee peace in the north.
When he said that, he never imagined those words would come true. He really lost his head over it.
Your Majesty, it's late, you haven't slept. I came late.
Xiaoling enters the palace late at night. What for?
I heard the Court of Judicial Review has begun to retry the Feng Huayuan case. I beg your Majesty to reconsider.
I have already decreed. Don't worry about it.
If your Majesty insists on retrying this case, the events of 30 years ago will be made public. 30 years ago, your Majesty personally ordered me to eliminate the Crown Prince Xiao Wen. That secret decree, I have kept it all along.
Xiaoling, do you think I don't know you sheltered the Northern Dai emissary, promised him northern lands, what you were up to? You contacted the feudal lords. Do you think I didn't know?
Your Majesty.
I did what happened 30 years ago. I won't deny it. I have been a tyrant for 30 years. Today, I want to be a wise ruler for once.
If your Majesty wants to be a wise ruler, that secret decree will be seen by all under heaven.
Then let them see it. You may leave, Xiaoling. The court's proceedings will continue as usual. During the retrial of the court, all witnesses and evidence related to this case may be requested from the parties according to law.
This old servant understands.
If Xiaoling hands over that secret decree, he admits to what happened back then. He and I will be tried together. If he doesn't, he defies the decree and obstructs the retrial. I have evidence to investigate. Either way, this time, he's not the only one holding the reins.
Your Highness, west of Lark's Mouth, the number of Northern Dai raids has increased by 3 compared to last month, but still no signs of large-scale assembly. Seems like probing. They haven't made up their mind to act.
Keep watching. Report every 3 days. Focus on the capital for now, but don't slack on the northern front. The defense line at Lark's Mouth must not be withdrawn.
These raiding Northern Dai don't seem like Helion Da's main force. More like scattered troops. The battle at Lark's Mouth scattered their vanguard. These should be the remnants. Looking for supplies at the border. No signs of unified command.
Skirmishing and a full-scale invasion are different in nature. If Helion Da himself makes troop movements, report immediately. If Xiaoling loses power in the capital, will he have the Northern Dai strike early?
"347 villagers from the northern border jointly signed vouching with their lives and property that Feng Feng has merit in defending the territory with unparalleled loyalty.
Your Majesty.
The Tianmen Pass can be defended. I am willing to exchange my life for 10 years of peace in the northern border.
I trust you. Grant the northern border commander Feng Feng the authority to act as he deems fit to cleanse the court and protect the dynasty as if I were there in person.
Lady Wen. Your Majesty summoned me late at night. What are your orders?
Wen Ci, before you entered the northern border, whose rules did you learn from?
My master.
Did your master ever tell you that some things are better left unsaid?
My master said that some things are even more important to say.
Take this secret decree and deliver it personally to Afeng. Pass it to Afeng. I authorize the cleansing of the court and protection of the dynasty.
Royal uncle, you are late but not too late.
I am late. Xiaoling, you are forcing my hand.
Your Majesty's handwriting the Emperor's personal seal.
Father, His Majesty finally remembered what he owes you.
Attention!
The secret decree has been issued, tipping the scales. On the same day, the northern border and the capital both sharpen their blade.
Over in the north, if the other side makes a move, you decide on your own. Yes, sir. Priority is to hold Tianmen Pass. Wait for my return. I will follow your orders, General, on this journey. Finish your sentence. General, take care on your journey. After I leave, there is no prince here. No Afeng. Only Tianmen Pass and those who defend it.
Once the prince walks through that door, when he returns, he will no longer be a prince.
Feng, that door is the lifeblood of our Feng clan.
Through that door, when you come back, that door must still be standing.
He has set out. From Tianmen Pass to the capital, even a fast horse takes 5 days. In those 5 days, how much of the path can I pay for him? He said he wants as little bloodshed as possible, to save as many as possible. I know what he means. I also know these two goals often can't be achieved together. But I will do my best.
I, Zhao Heng, come on behalf of the old forces. To rendezvous.
That's the 5th one. Those who were suppressed by Xiao Ling, all surfaced as soon as they heard the news.
It's not because of me, it's because Xiao Ling pushed them too far. This is his way of gathering men for me. Order all units to pitch camp and await further instructions. Chancellor, according to reports, the city's southern garrison commander, Wei Yong, did not respond to the troop deployment order today. Commander Zhou from the west says he needs to wait and see.
Wait and see. Half are sitting tight. They're waiting for a Feng to win, or for me to lose.
Young master. Should we first report this to the Chancellor?
Report what? Father is already overwhelmed. If I solve a problem for him, would he still blame me? Strike first, take out a Feng's vanguard, their morale will collapse. Those on the fence will naturally turn back. Take this route, quick out and back. Deploy tonight, march out tomorrow. No noise. Just bring my personal guard of 500. This time, I'll handle it.
Tomorrow's march will take the east road. Leave the west road open.
Let them find nothing.
Let them come out of the city and see what the outside is like.
Young master, your direction is correct, but...
Bring me his troop deployment token.
This.
Go sit in your courtyard. My son has ruined 2 things for me. One was that wavering troop. The other was the last shred of dignity I had left. With the enemy at the gates, internal strife broke out first. Before the outcome is decided, the Xiao family has already lost a round.
Chancellor, 7 armies have gathered outside the city. At this rate, a Feng can reach the city gates within 3 days.
When CI is still in the capital.
He's reported to be staying at Princess Qinghe's mansion.
Go quietly, don't alert anyone. Just bring him back.
Father, let me handle this. Let me go to redeem myself.
No need for you.
My men know the way. We'll move fast. Last time was an accident. It won't happen again.
Princess, there's someone at the junction. They saw the Shao family's horses heading this way. They didn't even furl their banners. It looks like they're leaving through the back courtyard now.
Ha 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 ha.
Young master, he's not here. Princess, this way. I'll cover you. Go, hurry.
He said if we smash it, someone would come.
Princess, that jade pendant.
He said if we smash it, someone would come. He keeps his word.
Princess, on orders.
Who dares to enter?
Father, I'm here. Xiaoxiang, there are a few matters I need to make clear today in public.
Make clear. You led troops into the capital. That alone is the first crime.
Here is His Majesty's secret decree, granting the Northern Border Commander the authority to act as he sees fit, to purge the court of corrupt officials, to uphold the imperial order. A secret decree can be forged. We can't win in a direct fight. But this isn't a battlefield. This is the court. The mind moves first. The body follows. Strike his intent, not his hand.
The copies of the Northern Border accounts, documenting Shaoling's 12-year embezzlement of military funds, falsifying battle losses. A copy of General Feng Huayuan's handwritten letter. Attached is the original, proving Shaoling framed loyal officials with slander, the illegal files from the Supreme Court, recording Shaoling's instructions for the trial officials to forge confessions.
You win.
It's not me who won. It's them. Those 347 people, and many more, won.
Shizi. The black tortoise seal. Its seal is more stable than the other three. It has never loosened.
The black tortoise corresponds to defense and fate. It did not awaken to conquer. It is waiting for a different moment. Not to defeat someone, but to protect. The moment it is truly recognized.
The Court of Judicial Review reopens the case by imperial order. The case of General Feng Huayuan, defender of the northern border. The confession that convicted him has been found to be forged. The evidence presented in court has been found to be fabricated. The presiding judge has been found to be influenced by others. The original verdict, from today, is completely overturned. General Feng Huayuan is innocent. I knew the truth back then, but did not dare to speak. This is my fault. Today, here, I will testify one thing for General Feng. One thing. He is a loyal minister. He has never been disloyal.
You speak nicely today.
Young Master Feng, do you have anything to say?
My father cannot hear now. Father, you can't hear anymore. But I have heard for you. And I stand for you. Every single word.
Under the Chancellor, there were 14 key officials. 3 of them cooperated voluntarily, providing the full chain of command. Another 6 were coerced into compliance. Afterward, someone secretly undermined part of Shaoling's plans.
The ringleaders will be punished according to the law, no leniency. Those coerced, if they can provide evidence and cooperate with the investigation, will have their sentences reduced based on the severity. Every decision must have clear written reasons, filed with the Supreme Court, so anyone can review them in the future.
Yes.
My lord, should we take this opportunity to broaden the scope of the investigation? Xiaoling has been in court for years. The officials he's dealt with number at least dozens. If we don't investigate them all, it's hard to guarantee
that future grudges won't arise.
My lord.
Those to be executed, execute. Those to be spared, spare. Having dealt with Xiaoling does not mean conspiracy. And having kept silent is not the same as being guilty. The court is not the court of Afeng. It is the court of the people of Dayuan. I came to the capital to cleanse the surroundings of the ruler, not to start a new round of factional strife.
Vice Minister of Revenue, Lin Zhefeng, under Xiaoling's direction, falsified military supply records multiple times. He turned himself in. Evidence complete. Recommend a reduced sentence based on circumstances.
Approved.
Xiao Wangji participated in pursuing the princess and conspired with his father Xiaoling to subvert the government, tried as an accomplice.
Stripped of his title, never to be employed again. He was Xiaoling's pawn, but he did us a big favor. When CI's early relocation was because his actions were too conspicuous.
Qin Feng, Northern Military Supervisor, spy placed by Xiaoling, corruption during his tenure, intercepted military supplies.
The one who watched my moves from the Tianmen pass onward.
Recommend detention pending trial, and punishment according to law.
Approved.
That's CO Wangji. He probably died without knowing that his greatest achievement was helping you all. What's next?
Cleanup. There's still a lot to do.
Speak. I have something to say today. I want to announce clearly in front of everyone. General Feng Huayuan, defender of the northern border, has shown great loyalty. He guarded Tianmen for 17 years, risking his life to keep the north safe. In the past, I was deceived. I believed false accusations, causing loyal men to be wronged. The Feng family was wrongly accused. This is my fault. I have no excuse, no justification. 3 generations of the Feng family guarded Tianmen and protected the people with utmost loyalty. Today, I admit my mistake to all and restore the Feng family's honor. The responsibility of guarding the north remains with the Feng family. Feng, step forward. I owe your father. I can never repay, but this decree is all I can do.
This gate is the Feng family's life. This isn't power I earned. Now it's opening a little bit. It's my father. And my grandfather. Generation after generation of the Feng family guarding the pass. Built up over lifetimes, guarding Tianmen, protecting the people. And now, it's passed on to me. But the seal isn't fully open yet. There's one more layer. Xuan Wu guards the heavenly mandate. The mandate has acknowledged it, but it's not enough. There's still one thing left to do. It's fine, go ahead.
His Majesty summons you.
Your Majesty.
I thought he had something important to say. But he didn't say anything, just walked.
Father first came to see me when I was only 24, 2 years younger than you are now. He knelt on the ground, face down. I couldn't see his expression, but I remember the sound of his voice. Calm, unhurried. Like nails. Each word hammered in. I owe your father an apology. I am not worthy to apologize to him in person, so I apologize to you. I owe your father an explanation. It is I who wronged the Feng family. I have held this in for 17 years. Today I say it not to seek forgiveness. I know I have no right. I just can't keep silent anymore.
17 years. I've waited for these words for 17 years. Your Majesty, my father once said, loyalty to the sovereign is not blind obedience. It's helping the emperor do what is right. He held no grudge, neither do I.
That child Wensi called me imperial uncle. I was stunned for a long time.
He's always been direct.
He's right. I was late, but not too late. I hope it's not too late. Come, I'll see you out.
Back at Yunqueco, your intel saved a lot of lives, and the ledger, and the historical research, and every step after that. I never said thank you in person.
Saying thank you would make me an outsider. I'm not your undercover agent, not your strategist, nor a princess. In your eyes, I wonder what I am.
You're someone I care about.
You know what? You've always talked like this.
Like what?
Like every word is kept inside for so long, until it can't be held back anymore. I've been waiting to hear those words. You seem to be truly smiling for the first time.
Because for the first time, you don't have to pretend.
What's next?
Back to Tianmen Pass. Guard that gate. And you?
Where will I be? Haven't decided yet.
Let me know when you do.
Some people traveled a long way to end up together. But that journey wasn't for nothing.
General, you're back.
I'm back. How old is the child?
3 years old, still doesn't understand things.
His father guarded Tianmen Pass. When he grows up, he can know. His father didn't just guard a single pass back then. It was these people. I owe them, and I'll repay them slowly.
Staying in the capital, there's a place to use my skills. The intelligence network is still intact. There are still many matters in the court that haven't been settled. To the Northern Territory. Prepare the carriage. I'm going to the palace.
The princess chose the Northern Territory. Should have prepared the carriage earlier.
Your subject wishes to go to the Northern Territory.
Is it you who wants to go? Or did he ask you to go?
It is your subject's own wish to go.
Keep that, as a keepsake, at least.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Go ahead, the Northern Territory is cold. Bring more clothes. That Lord Feng of yours. I heard he found the old genealogy.
What does Your Majesty mean?
I mean nothing. I just want you to know that I know.
The old genealogy. The Feng family guarded Tianmen and protected the people for 3 generations. What exactly did he find?
Princess, this trip to the north, compared to last time, what's different?
Last time I was a pawn, this time I'm the one moving. Last time I came on orders to test the waters, with a mission I couldn't quite explain, entering a strange pass. This time I know what's inside the pass. And what's outside. What color the gate is. The gatekeeper, what's in his eyes. This time, I walked in on my own.
Should we arrange a welcome ceremony? After all, the princess, no need, will arrive before noon in 2 days, yes?
What should I say?
Say not to arrange a ceremony. I thought I'd have a lot to say. Here they come.
Here they come.
Why not go directly to the general?
No rush.
General, I have a report. This is an urgent report from the 3 northern provinces.
What do you think about the one from the east?
The eastern trade route is reopening. It involves the distribution of interests among 3 states. The parties haven't aligned their positions yet. If we push it rashly, it could cause friction.
So you mean, negotiate the north first, then the east. Can't push both at once.
Right.
How did you know?
You have a habit when handling things, from hard to easy, but only one thing at a time. Parallel progress is something you dislike. You think doing 2 things at once is leaving loopholes for both.
You observed that very early on.
Starting from the second letter.
The second letter? Negotiate the north first, delay the east. Wait until the north is under control before moving. That way, both sides are stable.
All right. What are you thinking?
I'm wondering what the second letter said.
The one asking about channels had very clean wording. Not a single word wasted, but there was an extra half sentence at the end. Saying if there's anything unusual, prioritize the security of northern information, then consider the mission itself.
You remember it so clearly.
That half sentence shows that your priority in doing things is the big picture before the objective, security before efficiency. Every letter after that confirmed that judgment.
You, as a person, when observing others, don't seem to be observing at all, but miss nothing.
Ha ha ha.
Dad.
The place you've guarded for 17 years hasn't fallen.
Received last night. 3 channels verified simultaneously. The information matches. What are you thinking?
Thinking about how long it took them to integrate, a year. They spent a whole year reforming into one piece. This time, they're not coming scattered. Double the troops. The defense at Tianmen Pass can hold, but the cost is high. Last time at Sparrow Mouth, we held, but it was a close call. This time, if we let them build momentum and come again, the initiative will be completely in their hands.
All right. Then we'll teach them another lesson.
This time, we won't wait for them. We'll take the initiative. Before they finish assembling, disperse their formation, make them collapse in their own integrated positions.
This mountain pass is a choke point that all tribes must cross to enter. If we set out 3 months early, we can cut off the communication here.
With communication cut, their commands won't be unified. Fighting them separately is easier than after they've assembled.
Intelligence says 3 to 5 months. If we strike, the window is less than 3 months. Supplies, march routes, troop coordination must all be in place within this time.
Can the eastern trade route be used to transfer grain?
Yes, but we need to contact them 2 months in advance. Use official supply channels, not urgent orders.
Starting today, we need to establish the supply line within 2 months. Then we have 1 month to assemble and depart.
Fine.
Intel says the main force is in this valley. But it's too far now. Can't see the actual troop distribution clearly. In the valley, the east side has more troops than the west side, but they're moving frequently. Not the main force. They're rotating guards. The main force is behind the valley, against the mountain wall. Mixed banners, at least 3 tribes insignias.
What else?
Supplies aren't in the valley, they're 10 lie north, down a narrow path. You have to go around the back of the mountain to get there. Go back and redo the plan. Not enough. Something's off. The attack is too straightforward. They're not stupid. As soon as they see a large force bearing down, their first instinct is to scatter, not hold. The allied tribes are scattered by nature. Under pressure, they each retreat on their own. You can't catch them. Can't wipe them out cleanly either. We don't hit them head on. Hit their supply line. Cut off their supply line, and the allied tribes will fall into chaos by themselves. No unified command. Then strike. They'll crumble at the first push. Won't even be able to retreat cleanly.
The thinking is right. But that narrow path is 10 li north, deep in enemy territory.
Your Highness, this plan requires going deep into enemy territory, and we have to move extremely fast, not let them notice. Otherwise, if you get blocked on the narrow path, there'll be no way back.
I know, I'll go. You take the main force to pin them down on the valley perimeter. Don't move Wei Ling, command the flanks to stand by. At the narrow path, we need speed and precision. Can't take many people, but every single person must not make a mistake. I feel better handling this myself.
How many men are you taking?
Enough people.
I'll guard the rear. Remember the path.
First point 200 steps ahead in the cliff recess.
Smells like horse manure. Smell of wooden stakes.
No more than 20 guards.
Who's there?
Move to the second point. "27, enough. Can't fight this one. Don't need to fight our way in. Find the hubs of those wooden carts, push them to the center, push them to the perimeter and wait.
Put out the fire.
3 granaries, all burned down in one night.
Kill, 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 kill.
Can't fight, can't fight.
All 3 are burned. Him. 18 men.
Enough.
That flag.
Here it comes.
Commander, come out and fight me one-on-one. If I win, you retreat, and don't come back for 3 years. If you win, I'll lead my tribe 300 li back, and never cross the border again.
Deal. Interesting.
Your strength is not enough. 20 more moves, and you won't last.
The general is back. Better dead than retreat.
It's not about winning. It's about protecting all of them.
The power you used is not about winning or losing,
but about protecting. Father, I held the line.
Should we chase them?
No. I have 3 conditions. First, the Northern Dai United Tribes withdraw from Tianmen Pass, and the border is redrawn 100 li outside, no crossing. Second, open border trade between both sides. Your hides and horses in exchange for our grain and iron. Fair trade, no coercion to buy or sell. The northern barbarians will no longer invade. And the northern border won't actively harass either. Whoever strikes first loses the moral high ground.
Can we trust the word of your Dayuan dynasty?
My father guarded the northern border for 30 years. In those 30 years, he told every household in the northern border, I keep my word, I never break a promise. He told every invading opponent, this is the end. He never said it and then went back on his word. I'm the same.
We Northern Dai also keep our word. Damn it, it's finally over.
Father, the northern border is at peace.
The victory messenger will return to the court at once.
Miss, you've been standing for a long time.
A victory report.
The princess has won. General A. Feng has won.
He's back. The northern border is at peace. Those names, those people held the line. Good.
I have guarded it for 31 years. It's becoming harder and harder. But I understand it more clearly. This position requires not just sitting still, but seeing clearly and holding on.
According to the Northern Garrison General, the Feng clan's ancestral genealogy record, the Feng ancestors at the time of the third generation of the Dayuan founding had a direct marriage alliance with the imperial family. This connection has lasted 7 generations. Though the bloodline is distant, it is still recorded in the collateral lineage records. The clan court verified it 3 times. The original is correct. The seals can be checked. According to the rules, Feng descendants can be considered for the collateral lineage.
Your Majesty's intention is very clear.
That day on the palace road,
he said,
your Feng heir found the old genealogy. He was already thinking about it then.
I had the clan court issue a document. You know.
I know.
What do you think?
I haven't thought about it.
And now?
I think. This is not something I can answer alone.
The entire court knows I have no heir. I never hid it. When I was young, I thought there was time. Later, I thought it didn't matter. Now I understand. A court cannot go without a successor. When Xiaoling was here, he thought of making me rely on him, making the court revolve around him. That's not taking over, that's seizing. You're different. What you guard is not power, but this land, and the people living on it. You're not usurping. You're taking over what I couldn't let go of and couldn't protect.
My father guarded Tianmen Pass his whole life. In the end, he was framed and imprisoned. He died without anything to show for his guarding. This matter has finally come to this. I will obey. This pass is the starting point. Here at Tianmen Pass, it all begins. Shi Po Tian never left Yun Qinglan from the very first day. Plotting to conquer the world, within a tiny space, Wei Ling gave up his position but not his principles. General Huo, with his aged body, bears witness to loyalty and righteousness. Zhang Fu, in the hardest times, delivered every letter that couldn't be spoken. And every one of you. Those who didn't leave in the hardest times. Those no one saw, yet still did what was right. The Feng clan guards Tianmen. They guard not the imperial power, but every person in the northern border. This scroll bears all your names. It will be passed down for 1,000 years. Never forgotten.
Did the great general see?
That year, a letter from the north said Tianmen Pass was held again. I never expected that later I too would become a guardian of Tianmen.
Father said guarding is not just holding a pass. It's holding people's hearts. I held. And I held firm.
What are you looking at?
Remembering this moment.